Sung Jin-Woo was once known as the weakest hunter of them all. He was mocked, underestimated, and treated like a burden. No one believed he would ever succeed. But one day, everything changed. At the brink of death, the system granted him a second chance and gave him the ability to level up. In a world where a hunter's strength was fixed, Jin-Woo became the only one capable of getting stronger. But this journey wasn't easy. His training was brutal, his battles pushed him to the edge of death, and the pain was unimaginable. Yet through sheer will and relentless effort, he overcame every obstacle, every enemy that tried to bring him down. And in the end, Sung Jin-Woo became the strongest. So, how can you level up like Sung Jin-Woo? What are the real-life steps to transform yourself from weak to unstoppable? And how can you start today? Welcome to my channel, where I break down your favorite anime characters and give you practical methods to become like them. If that excites you, consider subscribing. Today, I'll explain the 3 stages to leveling up like Sung Jin-Woo. The awakening stage, the grinding stage, the evolution stage. Don't skip this video and don't skip any stage. If you do, you're admitting you're too weak to handle a simple process, but the choice is yours. Without further ado, here's how to level up in real life, like Sung Jin-Woo. Every transformation begins with an awakening. For Jin-Woo, it was receiving the system. For you, it's the moment you realize your current self is not enough. Here's what you must do in this stage. Face your weaknesses honestly. Stop lying to yourself. Stand in front of a mirror and have a real conversation with yourself. Say why you want to change, what you want to become, and what it'll take to get there. This is hard because it forces you to look at your flaws instead of running from them. Jin-Woo never pretended to be special. He admitted he was weak, and he knows that weak version of himself wasn't enough to reach his goals. Until you confront your weaknesses, you'll never be capable of real growth. Set your stats. The system showed Jin-Woo his strength, agility, intelligence, and endurance. That's how he measured his progress. You need the same thing in real life, because leveling up is all about quantified progress. If you can't measure your improvement, you greatly undermine your ability to level up. Therefore, to avoid this from happening, I've created a Google Sheet template for you in the description. It breaks your progress into 5 categories: health, wealth, relationships, spiritual, and adventure. No matter what you're working on, it will fit into one of these. Therefore, track your improvement. That's how you'll know you're truly leveling up. Choose your quest. Jin-Woo had daily quests. You need them too. These are small, non-negotiable tasks you commit to every day, like 30 push-ups, 30 minutes of study, or writing 1 line of gratitude. The key is consistency. Your quest should be so simple that skipping it feels impossible. This is where most people fail. Jin-Woo grew stronger because he embraced the grind, even when it was painful. If you think you can level up without effort, you're delusional. Here's how to survive this stage. Daily repetition. In the awakening stage, you set your quests. Now, you must complete them every single day. No excuses. When Jin-Woo missed a quest, the system punished him. You need punishment too. Miss a workout? Double it tomorrow. Skip studying. No entertainment until you've caught up. Discipline is forged through consequences. Of course, punishment alone is not enough to sustain a behavioral change in the long run. You also need to reward your progress, whether big or small. You see, celebrating your wins helps you stay motivated. For example, after 7 straight days of workouts, reward yourself by watching your favorite show. However, just make sure your rewards don't cancel your progress. Increase difficulty. As Jin-Woo grew stronger, his quests scaled with him. Your quests should be the same. If you've done 30 push-ups every day for 30 days, raise it to 50. If you've done 50 push-ups for another 30 days, raise it to 80. Growth only happens when you challenge your limits. Track your progress. Jin-Woo saw his stats rise on screen. You won't. That's why you need a tracker, a notebook, app, or my template. Research shows people who monitor their progress are far more likely to achieve their goals because tracking makes progress real. This is when people start to notice you've changed. Jin-Woo evolved from a weak hunter into the Shadow Monarch, the strongest of them all. For you, this stage begins after months of consistent grinding. You've tracked your stats, pushed through your quests, and grown beyond recognition. Usually it takes about 12 months to reach this point. Some faster, some slower, but if you reach it, you'll already be ahead of 90% of your competition. While you were grinding alone, others drowned in comfort and pleasure. That's why they'll never catch up to you. But here's the trap. Most people stop here. When you made some progress in your life, people will start to notice you. You will get their validation, their recognition, and you might even become famous. But when most people are faced with success, they plateau. They lost their hunger to grow, to get stronger. Jin-Woo never settled. He didn't care about fame, approval, or recognition. What he cared about was the process, the thrill of fighting stronger opponents, the hunger to grow beyond limits. Even after saving his mom, even after becoming S rank, he kept going. Why? Because he loved the grind itself. That's what you need to learn in this stage. Don't chase validation, don't chase recognition, chase mastery, chase strength, chase the version of yourself that even you don't recognize yet. And most importantly, learn to love the process. You see, once you become good at something, it's easier to love it compared to when you were still a total beginner. To wrap it up, leveling up in real life like Sung Jin-Woo requires 3 stages: awakening stage, grinding stage, and lastly, evolution stage. Awakening gives you clarity. Grinding builds your strength. Evolution transforms you into someone unrecognizable. Most people will watch this video and do nothing. They'll stay weak hunters forever. But if you take action, even on the smallest daily quest, you've already begun. I've given you everything you need. Now it's your choice. Will you act or stay the same? If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more anime-inspired strategies, hit that subscribe button and join me for the next analysis. Until then, remember this: weakness is temporary. Discipline is forever.